author of What Daddy Never Told His Little Girl, Tony Gaskins Jr. So, Tony, you've admitted a bunch. Tell us what you have admitted about who you were in the past.
5 years ago, I was in the same situation that this young man is in. I was confused. I was lost. I hadn't been affirmed. I didn't love myself. I was incapable of loving someone else because I didn't understand what real love was. I didn't understand what it was to be in a relationship, and more so what it was to be a real man. And that led me to be an abusive man, trying to control someone and change someone, in a sense to have someone less than me to make me feel better. And I feel like so many young men are in that point in their life that they just abuse a woman so that they can feel self-worth.
I find that a lot of guys that hit women would never get into a fight with a guy. I noticed that pattern. But for some reason, the power with the woman over the woman makes them feel powerful.
It does make him feel powerful because at that time his opinion of himself is jaded. But what a man must understand, what this young man must understand, is that love speaks languages of his own, and abuse isn't one of them.
John, I want to ask you, is any of this sinking in, what he's saying about not feeling worth and feeling like big and strong? You know, when you hit her, because it gives you like a kind of a power. Does that make sense? Does that sound?
Yeah, it makes sense.
So would you be willing to go to counseling if we were to get you counseling?
Yeah.
Yeah?
As long as she would too.
Wait. Stop for a second. You said as long as she would go too? Why is that necessary? I'm not saying that it's not necessary, but why is that the provision that you're...
Because I'm not the only aggressor here. I mean, you know, I do admit.
But say she refused. Say she refused to go. Would you still go for yourself?
Yeah, I would do that.
Okay, because we're going to work on healing you first. All right? It's not just couples counseling. How old are you guys?
16.
16 and 18? No, we're not just doing some couples counseling that are married, okay? We're going to heal you first, and then she's going to get some counseling, and then you guys can go together. But right now, first, it's about healing you first, okay? You have to make that commitment to yourself. It's not just a commitment to your relationship, it's commitment to yourself. You're 18 years old. Who's to say what the future is? I know that's awful for me to say. You guys think you're going to be together forever. We don't know that, okay? So you have to heal you first. You heard the man. Preach, preacher. Love you. Hey, Tyra fans. A lot of attention that we all talk about a lot is young girls' self-esteem and how important it is for parents, mothers, and fathers to instill strong self-esteem within their young girls. But one thing that's not talked about often, that should be talked about often, is young boys' self-esteem. And I encourage moms and dads and family members and aunts and uncles to take these young boys into your hands and to instill in them a sense of self-worth, that they matter, that they are beautiful on the inside and out. The same things that we say to young girls, we need to say to young boys too, because these are the boys that are hitting the young girls. It's not just about instilling the young girl with self-esteem enough for her to be able to be powerful and strong enough to leave. It's about stopping the abuse before it happens. Now, if you or somebody that you know is a victim of teen dating abuse, you can call the National Teen Dating Abuse Helpline at 1-866-331-9474. And for more resources on how to get help, go to tyrashow.com, and while you're there, check out an exclusive backstage interview with Robbie Ludwig for signs that you might be in an abusive relationship. And that goes for adults too, not just teens. Okay? Go to tyrashow.com, and we'll see you later.